Hi, my name is Susan Hallett, and I want to thank you in advance for not falling asleep during my brief but jam-packed presentation on public administration and me. Now, I was not born to the idea of business, nonprofit or profit. I was a performer right from the start, and I always knew it was my destiny to make people laugh, and that's what I have done for years and years. However, I realized how effective public administration coursework could be when I picked up an arts management course or two during my history program. So in 2017, I decided to jump off the deep end. Now, this is a story about learning to appreciate business strategies and tools, learning to assess and evaluate not only the input of others, but of my own viewpoints. So what have I learned? I have learned that I don't just want to sit back and watch what happens in higher education. I want to lead, and I want to lead strongly. I have learned that integrity is not a self-serving public act, but service that is given because it is the right thing to do. Paul Appleby wrote about this back in the 40s, and yes, that is before I was born. Now, I have learned that I have to practice self-evaluation and self-reflection if I am to be better at understanding how others see a problem. Self-reflection allows me to better articulate what I think and what I know. I have learned that stakeholders' involvement in decisions and discussions creates a deeper and more productive well from which we're able to draw decisions. Now, I have also learned that budget and statistical analysis are not dirty words, but practical and necessary tools for any administrative leader who wants to succeed. I have learned that my instincts for fostering a public interest attitude are spot on. Effective leadership means understanding what my constituents, what my customers regard most highly. I have learned that effective public leaders should follow Susan Gooden's advice and name, blame, and claim in order to establish and maintain accountability. I have learned that curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Life is better and more productive when you are endlessly curious. I have learned that an effective public leader must determine the value the public places on goods and services provided and seek to provide those services accordingly. I have learned that earning trust is challenging, but it's also rewarding. But if you lose that trust, then that is the death of the service that you are trying to provide. I have learned that to achieve the goals I would set for myself in graduate admissions, I have to listen, and I have to listen well. I have learned that to help overcome and prevent bias, an effective leader must first face the challenge of their own personal and professional biases so that they can be more effective in understanding others. I have reaffirmed my belief that it is through education that we can encourage and develop strong leaders in our communities. Curiosity is the rock upon which all learning is built. I have reaffirmed my belief that communication must flow in both directions. I have learned that asking the right questions is just as important as listening to the answers. I have learned that I am a learner, in all caps, and that it is the process of learning and helping others to learn that excites me. I'd like to leave you today with Arthur Miller. He is the author of such American comedies as Death of a Salesman and The Crucible. He said, "The need of man to wholly realize himself is the only fixed star.